Hi, I'm Wayward, and this is Grey Goo. Looking today at a 1 versus 1 on Discovered Plains. In the top right, we have Smooth-Brained Ratman, also known as Refbot. And in the bottom left, also as Beta, we have PLA2N.Tommygun, or Tommygun. So, of course, this is the quick script version of the game. This is the quick script version of the map. And we have a mirror match, Beta versus Beta. Looks like both players, Refbot, or Smooth-Brained Ratman, and Tommygun are basically going for the same strategy: 2 refineries, 2 factories. So I think pretty standard opening right now. Looks like Refbot was much faster on the scout. Getting a good indication of what Tommygun is up to. And Tommygun a little slower there with his commando coming out. So going to be a little behind in getting that information. Also looks like, for what it's worth, Refbot seems to have timed all of this better. It looked like, you see, this refinery still isn't doing anything. Oh no, I'm sorry. Tommygun has gone 3 refineries, 1 factory, where Refbot has gone 2 and 2. Finally getting that 3rd refinery up a little slower. So we'll have to see if that makes any difference at all. Now, Refbot is getting army out a little faster, although I think he's paused his factories, at least temporarily. So I don't know if that actually helped. And now we've got 3 factories out from Tommygun. So they end up kind of in the same place. Did it a little different. It looks like the economy stalled out a little bit here. But then over here we had a little bit of a pause on the factory. So I think that's kind of a wash. It looks like Tommygun's slightly behind Refbot in terms of army. And Refbot expanding down here. It looks like they're just both macroing at this point. We have that medium hub coming up. So I try to assume that people... Actually, we have several hubs of various sizes coming up here. Yeah, I try not to assume that people that watch my videos know a lot about the games that I do, because, you know, I do rotate through games, and it's likely that players of one may catch a video for the other one. A little bit of combat going on down there. It looks like Tommygun had the slightly larger force chasing off Refbot, but Refbot is also moving out in kind of a pincer formation to try to get additional scout on what Tommygun's doing. Right now, nothing too interesting. We just have stalkers and commandos coming out from Tommygun. Another refinery coming out up here. Let's just take a quick look at the structures tab. Same number of structures, but very clearly a different amount. So right now they're both on 4 refineries coming out, though I did see a tank attachment somewhere. There we go. So we can do triple production from this of the Predator. Tommygun actually ahead right now in terms of unit count by about 10, so not substantial, with units moving all over the map as we see here. Slightly ahead in terms of resources, but it's basically identical. Not a lot to talk about at this point. Just kind of traditional start of the game stuff. It is interesting to note, it's worthy of note, that right now Refbot has all of his stuff just up in his starting location, where Tommygun is starting to spread out to get that resource ramp up a little more quickly. This will make this a little harder to defend in the long term. Okay, so right now both players in the bushes. Yeah, Refbot has to pull back because Tommygun had the brush a little better and has a larger force. So good plan there to pull back. Looks like Tommygun's coming up here to open up this path. Not a lot of harassment going on in this match at this point. Pretty standard for your Grey Goo. This is going to open up our harassment opportunity, actually. So I don't think that, actually, that extractor, I was going to say, I don't think that extractor is going to go down, but clearly it is going to. So that is putting Refbot a little behind. We'll have to see if these Predators coming out will make any difference. It's like just the one coming out at this point. Little skirmishes going on all over the map, as is fairly common in Grey Goo. Tommygun actually starting to pull ahead more in terms of resources over Refbot, but Refbot catching back up pretty handily. No upgrades as of yet. This army is whittled down too much, and there's too much going on here. Both players know that, so they're pulling back. Okay, trying to get a good handle on the longer-term strategy that each player has right now. 4 factories, so this is just more... Okay, so we have 3 more factories with an artillery attachment, so he's going for hailstorms. That's pretty common with the beta. AoEs are a huge deal in this game, and getting out a large number of hailstorms with the stability upgrade. That is stealth sniper. Stalkers gain stealth while out of combat. So it looks like potentially what's shaping up is Tommygun is going to try to be sneaky with stalkers, and Refbot is going to be producing masses of hailstorms. I think that's a better strategy long term for Refbot. Once he gets an indication that the stealth stalkers are out, he can just produce stealth detection and be in a pretty good position. Tommygun keeping the pressure on. I think Tommygun does have the better army and is continuing to harass his opponents. Resource gathering. This is potentially a problem. Nope. No, actually, I think he's going to do okay, although the brush is definitely giving the advantage to Refbot. Now, even with those Predators, though, no, these reinforcements should actually clean this up okay. So, score 1 for Refbot. Playing the slow, patient game is paying off at this point for Refbot, and the tech advantage is going to start mattering really soon. Yeah, the first hailstorm is starting to come out, and there's another one as well. Just, yeah, there's that platform stability upgrade that lets the hailstorm fire while moving. Huge deal in this game. And actually, Tommygun also going for hailstorms. There's just the tank attachment, artillery attachment. So this is a much less cost-efficient way to build out, but it seems to be working okay. Still has the same number of hailstorms coming out that Refbot does. I do like this use of medium hubs, though. I feel like that's a lot more cost efficient. So you don't have to buy the second artillery attachment or the second tank attachment. You just buy the one, and it applies to all those factories. So Tommygun looking pretty strong right now. The AoE is going to help with these commandos. Yeah, that's not... Gotta say goodbye to those commandos. Now, the platform stability upgrade is almost done for Refbot, not even started yet for Tommygun. That could be a problem in the next encounter. We'll see if Tommygun even goes for that. Tech, structures, units. Tommygun still has the slight advantage, although the defender's advantage at this point is going to Refbot. In terms of resources, it's still pretty much even. Refbot now 1 refinery ahead, although I'm not sure if it's finished. This is a problem, though. Tommygun is throwing his units away. He has had several points throughout this game, has had the advantage in unit numbers, and that is changing. That has now actually flipped the other way. So Tommygun does need to be careful with that. Continuing to throw your army away over and over again is something that you have to be careful for, of course, in every RTS. But in Grey Goo, if you get substantially behind in the army count, there's not a lot of tools you have to catch back up or punish your opponent. Also, potentially worthy of note, I think the entire match as I've been watching, Tommygun has been slightly behind Refbot in terms of floating resources, which means there's resources that aren't being used for anything at the moment. Looking at these army compositions, I feel like Refbot is doing better, although we do now have Predators out for Tommygun as well. This is the fight, by the way, that the platform stability upgrade may influence, because this dance that Tommygun is trying to do is much, much harder for him than it will be for Refbot. Most of these units can either attack on the move, I think, well, the Predator can and the Hailstorm can. Not a great angle of engagement for Tommygun, unfortunately, and I don't know why he's attacking this Catalyst plug while combat is going on. A bit of an issue there. Refbot intelligently pulling back. Hopefully this is Tommygun seeing that, oh crap, I don't have my Hailstorms can attack while they're moving upgrade. Let's see if he quickly started researching that. No, still not. I may get flack for this. There are actually a lot of players who play Grey Goo that don't like this, but I really love Grey Goo's upgrade system. Jump over to... No, I can't actually look at that, can I? But how research works in Grey Goo is there are 5 different tech areas. It's economy, stealth, air, artillery, and tank, and each of them has 3 options. And you can. So this is clever. I do like this. Refbot has absolutely no idea these stealth stalkers exist. This may be the one time this actually works. Let's see if Refbot notices the pathing changes to do the stealth stalkers. This may be the one... Oh, but he walled himself in. Oh, no. Poor Tommygun. Yeah, Refbot has completely walled himself in here. Kind of invalidating this strategy off the bat. Now, here's another problem for Tommygun. Refbot's entire army is... Basically, his entire army is right here, where Tommygun has units all over the map. I don't think there's enough here to make this really scary, but it could distract Refbot during this battle. Nice surround by Tommygun. These commandos are going to get cleaned up, but while that's being attacked, this is not. Refbot manages to come out of that okay, but not a bad engagement for Tommygun either. I think earlier, since I noted it though, Refbot has consistently had the army advantage, and would not surprise me to see if he had the resource advantage as well. No, still pretty close for both players on the resources. But yeah, right now this is kind of the main focus of the fight. Again, Tommygun not getting the best possible angle here, but I think he is going to come out on top in this engagement. Why is that Stalker not stealthed? That's weird. But yeah, Tommygun trying to be annoying, but this is really just kind of throwing units away. But yeah, Refbot really doing well for himself. The walls were a nice touch, as we saw a second ago. Letting this extractor die, that's interesting. That's just a little bit of lost income. You know, now one extractor is not going to mean much, but as you have extractor after extractor go down, that is going to make an impact on your income. I wonder... Okay, so he's seen the hub, but he's not bothering to attack it. This could be interesting, though. Tommygun does not see what's going on here, although I think he does know that there's units down in these bushes. Trying to... No? This could open up an opportunity for Refbot to deal some damage, killing the hub or something. Nice little impact there on Tommygun's army position and potentially his economy. Oh, nice. Manages to keep that small hub alive. Refbot coming down with a huge army, actually a non-insignificant army advantage. Yeah, this is really getting Tommygun out of position. This massive force is coming down. Is going to pick off these smaller forces. This could be very painful for Tommygun if he does not play this perfectly. Yeah, see, that army just got decimated, and now it's a 30 unit count difference where before it was a 10. So, yeah, although that one volley kind of evened it up a little bit, didn't it? Still no additional upgrades. But yeah, the one main problem with Grey Goo's upgrade system, and they could have fixed this had they been able to patch the game and balance it more. In a lot of the upgrade suites, or suits or groups, a lot of the upgrade groups, there's like one really understandably useful upgrade over the other two. So a lot of times it's kind of no duh. I'm going to take this upgrade. But that to me is more of a matter of balance than an actual issue with the upgrade system. I think the upgrade system is really clever. Let's see. We actually have a hangar. We have warbirds coming out for Tommygun. I love seeing air units in this game. Now, I think air could have been done slightly better in this game, but it's still fun. And I hope to be able to see some additional, more than just these 4 units come out. Yeah, if he gets a bunch of air, that could actually really swing things around. And there's the platform stability, way overdue, and still 2.5 minutes down the line. But Tommygun forcing Refbot to kind of think on multiple fronts. That attack was very bad, and this one might not be much better. The timing of those that pincher was not great, and that the hailstorm numbers are very, very high. So yeah, this army is being destroyed. This army is also being destroyed. That's not great for Tommygun. So technically, it looks like Refbot still has the larger army, but again, he's got forces up north. He's got forces all over the place. And this is not the game you want to ever have that sort of disparity going on. Something like StarCraft or Command & Conquer, you can actually make something like that work where I have very few units and my opponent has more. This Warbird could turn things around, potentially. Air does a lot of damage, and Refbot is really not prepared for it, but yeah, I feel like Refbot this whole match so far has been thinking about his units in kind of a better way than Tommygun. That target attack, though, that was nice. That did a massive amount of damage. But, there's already reinforcements coming in. No anti-air. Refbot is taking some hits, taking it on the chin a little bit, so to speak. Both players actually kind of taking it on the chin, huh? It's been a while since I've checked in on the income. So Refbot still ahead in terms of refineries. Both players, no, not quite. Actually, Tommygun seems to have taken a little bit of a lead. Refbot is now the one, by the way, who's trying to do the pincer maneuver, trying to come around here, and they're really overdue in harassing this, honestly. But these refinery kills would not be good for Tommygun if he let them happen. It looks like he is, because he's dealing with this other army up here. So Refbot, I think, is going to get the kill. I think that might have been a sell-off. Tommygun, this is not a great army position. This is going to get cleaned up, but Tommygun is really kind of has a big vulnerable force here. Yeah, this army is getting cleaned up as well. Let's see. There was quite a long time where Refbot had the larger force. I'm sorry, I've been calling him Refbot, but apparently he wants to be the smooth-brained rat man right now. He's got the funniest names, so kudos Refbot for that. But there's a really big army discrepancy right now, and Refbot gives the GG and quits out of the match. Really even match. Did I miss something? Hold up. When he quit, okay, when he quit, his HQ blew up. Okay, I thought that I missed some sort of warbird attack. So yeah, Tommygun with a tech switch into the warbirds, that was very well done. I think that might have saved him there when Refbot had the larger force, because Refbot never really had the opportunity to kind of tech switch into anti-air in a more meaningful way. It's paused, but they're still doing their walking animations. Little spider dude bros. I guess it's not fair to call them dudes. Little spider friends. Yeah, so not often that I would choose to do a beta versus beta match, but I'm glad I did this one. It was nice, even back and forth, kind of fun to see. So anyway, this has been Wayward. Thank you for watching Grey Goo, and I'll catch you next time.